Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to American Life Farming. We are back at the farm tending to our cows. We do have 74 at the moment. We ran out of straws again, but we got lucky and we almost got it full. We're using the TMR that was left from yesterday in our TMR mixer. Hopefully that's gonna be enough. Yep, it was enough. We even got 2,469 liters left, which is really good. And it's a brand new morning. We're on day 4 in mid-spring. It's great, and I was just looking at the fields that we will own in the future after we afford to buy the sheep farm. Let me just unhook that right here. Alright, and we will have, because we don't own the sheep farm yet, and we will have rice and we will have oat. Rice on field 35, oat on field 33, which is great because after we own the field, we're gonna harvest, we're gonna have enough straws, as we at the moment keep on running out of straws, and that's not good. We keep on buying straws for our cows. Once we get that field, like I said, we're gonna harvest that oat that we are gonna have on field 33, and we will have enough straw bales after we gather all the straws and turn them into bales. But at the moment, looking in seasons menu, we are on day 2 of planting sunflower. The ground temperature is not perfect, but it's better than what we were waiting for. The optimum ground temperature for sunflower is at 7 degrees Celsius, and we are at 8 at the moment. And let's unfold our planter. Obviously start planting. We're gonna start with field 12. We're gonna move over to field 10, and after we're done, we're gonna move over to the bigger fields, field 13, 38 and 39. We're gonna take care of that. As in terms of contracts, we're not even gonna bother with these two. Hopefully there's gonna be better contracts showing up. Field 4, a fertilizing job, it's only paying 2,000, and a cultivating job, it's only paying 1,500. So we're not gonna bother with those jobs. For now, we're gonna worry about planting our own fields. That's something that is gonna be obviously a priority for us. Finish our own fields so we can have that growing. We do need to buy a header so we can harvest sunflower. We cannot obviously use the header that we own at the moment. That's for grain. That's a grain header like wheat, barley, and all of that. Soybeans even, but we're still a long way from harvesting, so let's not worry about that right now. I'm not sure what's going on precision farming. Looks like we're not using fertilizer. Just we used only just a little bit right here on this corner of the field. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm not sure if that's a bug or if this is something that is normal, but maybe it is normal and we don't have to worry about that. So let's keep on planting and see what's gonna happen after we're done planting. It will take a while. Even with the width of our planter, it's still gonna be taking a while, especially with our bigger fields. So probably that's the entire job that we're gonna do today. Not sure yet. We do have two tractors that are sitting around the farm doing nothing, so if there's gonna be better contracts, we're gonna jump on those. Set course play either on our planter or on the tractor that we're gonna be using for any contracts, but for now there are no better contracts than just two. We're not gonna bother doing those two, so we don't have to worry about that. All we have to worry just now is obviously taking care of our own fields. I wish there were better contracts, obviously, because we need all the money that we can get. But since there's not, let's just plant our fields and we'll see what's gonna happen after we finish. There's the plane passing by again. I just set up GPS, so let's see how it looks. Looks really bad. Let's fix the width. It looks better now. We're overlapping a bit outside of the field, but it's not a big issue. And it looks like on this side of the field we kind of are using some fertilizer, but not right here on this other side of the field. But like I said, we're not gonna worry about that. Maybe that's what it's supposed to be. So let me just finish working on the field and I will see you guys when we move over to field 10. Okay, we are done with field 12. We just moved over at field 10 and it looks like there's just a small part of the field on field 10 as well where we're using fertilizer, and on this side we are not, so I'm guessing that's how it's supposed to be. Since we're playing with precision farming, maybe that's what it's set for sunflower. So we're not gonna worry that much about it. It means that the mod, the DLC, the precision farming DLC obviously knows more than I do, so we're not gonna worry about that. I'm not gonna worry about that. What we will be worrying about is obviously finishing planting this field so we can move over to the bigger one. Field 13 and 38 looks pretty good on nitrogen. So maybe because we fertilized these two fields when we planted our soybeans, well, before we planted the soybeans, maybe that's part of the reason why they're looking way better than field 39. And looks like we just missed a bit on this corner of the field. I'm not gonna leave that unplanted, even though it's just a small part of the field. Just one tiny line right here, but I'm not gonna leave that even that small. I'm not gonna leave it unplanted. I'm gonna fix that. Crash into that tree. Well, I didn't, so I'm surprised by that. I should have go ahead and do just one headland pass on this side so we don't go into traffic when we turn around, but I will do that later on. I'm not gonna worry about that just now. And field 10, it's not gonna take long until we're done planting. We are at 15 kilometers per hour, we're driving at 15 kilometers per hour. And when we move over to field 13, obviously we're gonna need to change GPS. And since we're talking about GPS, let me hide those lines. We don't need to see them all the time. It looks way better now. But anyway, let me finish this field and I'll see you guys when we're done. Alright, and we finished field 10 as well, so looking good. But obviously those are the two fields that are the smallest one that we have planted sunflower. We're gonna be heading over to, I just wanted to stop, I'm gonna be in traffic's way, but just wanted to check on our grass. It's ready to be harvested and we're gonna take care of that. But first we need to take our tractor. We're gonna start with field 39 and then move over to 38 and 13. And we will be setting course play on field 39 because there are 2 or 3 jobs that I want to take care of. I want to finish so we can get more money. And we need to squeeze in some mowing on field 11 as well. We're gonna take care of that. We're gonna see how we can make all that happen. Let's stop right here. Like I said, let's start course play, fertilizing and seeding. Select field 39, 1, or let's go with 2 headland passes. Let's see how that's gonna look. It looks pretty good, to be honest, so we'll go with that. Let's wait until our planter is fully unfolded. Let's see. We're gonna drive ourselves just for a little bit, just so we make sure that our driver is not gonna go on and go on the second headland pass, but we can in fact start it right now. It looks good, and there's gonna be a few spots on the field that course play will not go on. We're gonna fix that ourselves. It looks good. Let's see, it looks like it's spraying some fertilizer, not all that great. Hopefully that's the default. Well, I don't know what to say. It looks like somewhere the nitrogen level is bad. Some places it looks like it's perfect. So I'm really not sure about this, but maybe that's how it's supposed to look. I have no idea. It doesn't matter. We're gonna go with how it is set at the moment. And there's field 2, field 15, and field 31, maybe even field 25 that I'm gonna accept all these jobs. So let's go ahead and accept. Yeah, we'll go with field 25 as well. They're all fertilizing jobs, so it's gonna go work out great. We don't need to use different equipment. We're just gonna use this tractor, the one that we're always using while fertilizing. And we're at 65% full on the fertilizer, just so we'll know for sure that we're not gonna run out of fertilizer. Let's refill the sprayer fertilizer. 3,300 for the fertilizer. Not that expensive, not that cheap either. It's probably cheaper if we buy it from our buy point instead of buying it from the shop. And let's check and see which field is gonna be closer. Alright, looks like we should be heading over to field 25 and go north from that. We'll do field 25 first, then field 15, and then field 2. and then field 31, and then we're gonna worry about heading back at the farm. Probably by the time we're fertilizing all these fields, our planter will be finishing with field 39, and then we're gonna take care and jump into that tractor, move the planter over to field 38. That's the plan for now anyway. Hopefully there's not gonna be any issues that we're gonna run into while trying to follow this plan. But for now, let me make my way over to field 25, and I'll see you guys when we start spraying. Alright, here we are, we just made it to field 25. We're gonna work on this field, then we're gonna move over, like I said, we're gonna head on north and stop at all the fields that we need to work on, finish all those contracts, and then we're gonna see if there's any new contracts that are gonna show up. If not, we're gonna go back at the farm. We're not gonna be doing these contracts. There's two more fertilizing jobs. One is paying $2,081, and let's see about the other one. Okay, and the other one is paying $2,685, and there's also a cultivating job on field 24 that's paying $1,561. We're not gonna be doing those jobs. I just can't be bothered. I don't know, maybe it might be a good idea to do those jobs as well, but I think that they're not really all that worth it, and it's not like we don't have anything left to do. We do have 3 more fields for us to work on. We can rely on courseplay, of course, but if only if we have some good contracts to work on. If not, we're gonna forget about courseplay and we're gonna work on our fields ourselves. That is probably the best idea. Not that courseplay is not doing a great job, because it is, but I do believe that we can do a better job ourselves, and obviously it's gonna be faster if we do it. Courseplay is losing a lot of time just turning on the field when it reaches the headlands. It's kind of slow, and we just finished the job on field 25, so let's stop spraying. Let's get paid, why not? $5,483, and for now we're just gonna head on north and head on over to field 15, start working on that job, finish that contract. And I thought that card was doing something weird on the road. Maybe it was just me, I'm not sure. But like I was saying, I'm gonna move over to field 15, finish that contract, obviously get paid, and then move north over at field 2, and then field 31. Field 31 is probably the biggest one that we have a contract on, but for now let's just worry about finishing this contract. So I will see you guys when we're done. Okay, and we finished the job on field 2 as well. We just finished the contract. We did just got an achievement that we finished 100 jobs. That's great. We've obviously been working really hard if we finished 100 jobs. And now to have field 31 just here on our right, we're just passing some areas here, just using these people's backyard so we can drive our tractor at the field. Obviously that's another way to do it, but we've just done it. And let us get paid for the two jobs that we finished. Field 2, $6,030. Field 15, $10,040. And we are at 6% done with the job. On field 31, it's gonna take a while until we finish this field. It's a bigger field than what we worked on so far on the other contracts. And I'm kind of hoping for a fertilizing contract on field 33 or even field 35. Those will be the two fields that we're gonna buy next, because we will buy the sheep farm hopefully pretty soon, hopefully in the next 5 days. And since we are gonna own these two fields right here, 35 and 33, I'm kind of hoping for fertilizing contracts on those two fields, so our crops will be all fertilized, all worked on, and that's what I'm hoping for at the moment. But even if there's not gonna be any fertilizing jobs on those two fields, we're still gonna buy the sheep farm, we're gonna own the fields, and that means that from that moment on, we're gonna have to work on the fields to get them properly worked on. But for now, let me just finish this contract and I will see you guys when we're done. Okay, and we finished with field 31. We are just done with that field. We will get paid in a second, so let's do that. Field 31, 9,644, so let's get that. And we do have 3 new fertilizing jobs, and one of those jobs is field 35, fertilizing that field. We do have, well, we don't have anything at the moment, to be honest, because we do not own the field, but we will own the field in the future. It will be ours hopefully before harvesting seasons. And there's rice on that field, so we need to fertilize that field. But first we're gonna start with field 37, then move over to field 21, and then we will be doing field 35. I'm gonna make sure I do the best job I can on field 35, because like I said, we will be owning that field hopefully sooner rather than later. And I will finish all these 3 jobs. I'm not gonna let you guys get bored with watching me drive over to the fields, and or better said, just drive between the fields. I will be finish all these 3 jobs and I will see you guys when we're done. And by that time probably we should be moving, well, actually after we finish, or maybe even before we finish field 37, we will need to move our planter from field 39 over to field 38. That's the plan anyway. But for now, let me just finish these 3 contracts and I will see you guys just a little bit later. Alright, and we are done. We just left field 35. We've done a perfect job because obviously that field is gonna be ours. And let's get us paid for all the jobs. Field 21, $8,040. Field 35, since it's bigger, 16,704. Field 37, 7,656. So let's get that. And there's no jobs available at the moment. Hopefully there's gonna be some more jobs soon. Let us go at the farm. We will be sending this tractor on its own, since we reached the auto drive network that we have created here at the shop and back from the shop. And let us jump on this other tractor that we own, unfold the planter again and fix everything that Courseplay missed. And we do have just one more field to plant sunflower on, and that's gonna be it for us. It's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon and we almost finish all the fields that we own, which is absolutely amazing. It's day second on the planting season and we're almost done. We just have one more field. Alright, how did I just turn off the planter? I have no idea. But let me go back and fix this. Alright, perfect. Fix this corner as well, and then we're gonna move over to the other corners. Fix those. Okay. And we do have just one more field for us to work on, which is absolutely amazing. It didn't took that long, but obviously field 13 is the biggest field that we own. So that's gonna be the one field that it's gonna take longer to finish, but it doesn't matter, we're looking good. There's 2 more days of planting seasons for sunflower, and obviously we're not gonna need 2 whole days to plant our field. We're probably just gonna be finishing that field also today, and hopefully there's gonna be more contracts for us to do, because as you all see, we are at $1,122,000 at the moment. We'll be probably 750,000 short on buying the sheep farm. But the good news is, after we sell our soybeans, I'm pretty confident that we will afford to buy the sheep farm and the 2 fields that comes with the sheep farm. So that's one amazing news. We're just gonna have to wait and see how much we're gonna make when we sell our soybeans, and then see how much of a loan we need to take. And I'm gonna fold the planter, we're gonna refill on seeds. Obviously we didn't use that much fertilizer, we're at 99%. We're not gonna be using that much fertilizer on field 13. So we're looking good. At least these 2 fields are fertilized. I don't know about 10, 12 and 39. Maybe that's how it should be on precision farming when it comes to sunflower. I know for sure it was worse on soybeans. So we'll just see. But for now I'm gonna end this episode here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider subscribing. It will help the channel grow. And that being said, like as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on our next episode.